So today I wanted to talk a little bit about using the features of Hotwire-Rails and some useful functionality that is in there related to navigation. So this is just a really quick video to show you how you can use links to navigate on different areas of the page rather than navigating to a whole new page. Just kind of show how that would work uh, in use. So let me just show you real quick. So over here on the left, I have just a simple app that I've been working on. It's a scheduling app, and it has a list of activities at the top, and then at the bottom it has, say, the activity details. So this concept could probably work with any index page and a list of items that you want to interact with. Now I'm just using kind of a two-pane setup. So if I click on this activity, for example, it loads that activity's information down here. So I can easily jump around. And what it's doing is just telling this pane down here at the bottom to load off of that link. And so the way that's set up is over here on the activity view, I have a link to edit that item or activity. And then I tell it the data turbo frame, and then I tell it the target of where it's going to render that link to. Of course, I have the details of that. Um, so if I go over to the index page or index view, which is this is at the very bottom, I have um, oops, I have a turbo frame tag here, which has that same edit activity detail. So that's the name of the turbo frame tag, and up in the activity view, I tell it that's where to link to. And so just by doing those two things, it knows that when I go to the edit activity tab, or when I go to click on one of these activities, it automatically opens up that activity detail down here. So this is pretty useful. And so one of the things that I do also, and this is something that you would have to, do some sort of condition, is I have it load a default state. So I'm just having it pull the first activity in the list. So when I go and render this page, it shows this already loaded. Now, if you didn't do that, this would just be blank. But I thought that was a really neat feature to add some functionality to that. You can quickly jump to things. And then I'm also using Turbo Streams to, quickly edit things. So I can add, new title details. And then Turbo Streams is flowing that back up here. So I'll get into that in another video later on. But I just really thought this was a neat feature to show that. And another way that I've used that is down in this window. It has its its own links with its own references to a frame. So this link right here is referencing this bigger frame, and so I can jump and look at the relationships for this activity and see the logic between that. And then down at each one of these individual items, if I click on that, that will jump to another page. So it's actually refreshing this whole page, and then it's showing what this new activity logic ties are. So I can jump back and forth. It's fairly fast. So it's pretty neat to be able to do that. A lot of interactivity. That really kind of changes how you think of setting up your interface, because you can easily have one thing update something else on the page. So it's pretty useful. So I thought I'd share that with you guys, and hopefully that's useful to somebody. And that's all I have.